Are you thinking about relocating to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho? Before you pack your bags, there are a few things you should know about living in the Coeur d'Alene area. From the school systems to the winter weather and job market, let's dive into everything you should consider before making North Idaho your new home. Thank you for watching. My name is Leslie and I am a realtor serving North Idaho and Spokane County. On this channel, I make videos on life and real estate in this area and I upload once a week. If you like my channel, please take a moment to subscribe and turn the bell on for notifications so that you don't miss a video. If you are watching this video because you are considering a move to North Idaho, let's connect. I would love to be a resource for you, help you plan your move, and get you into an awesome house here in North Idaho. My contact information and home search website are in the description down below. In this video, we are going to go over some basic things about living in this area that you should definitely think about before making the move, such as the job market, housing, community, schools, climate, etc. We have all 4 seasons here in North Idaho: gorgeous hot summers, crisp falls, cold and snowy winters, and spring is kind of a sampler of all of the seasons. Our average summer temperature is 84 degrees, and humidity during the warm summer months is usually below 25% and often down to 15% or lower, so it's not very humid here. It's a nice dry heat. Our snowy season lasts from November to March with an average of 66 inches of snow per year. We have a lot less cloud cover in North Idaho than in Western Washington, and we enjoy approximately 172 sunny days per year. Here's a quick overview of what to expect tax-wise in North Idaho. We do have a state income tax, and it is currently 5.8%. The corporate income tax rate is the same as the income tax rate at 5.8%. Sales tax is 6%. Our property taxes are pretty reasonable, and you can guesstimate property tax at 0.5% of the assessed value of a home. In Idaho, you can get a homeowner's exemption for up to $125,000 off of your assessed value, and that does help you save some money on property taxes if the house is your primary residence. There is no estate tax or inheritance tax in Idaho. According to the Tax Foundation, Idaho ranks 11th overall in the 2025 State Tax Competitiveness Index, and I'll link that article in the description down below. According to Idaho's Department of Labor website, the unemployment rate in Kootenai County is 4.1%, and this is slightly higher than the general unemployment rate in Idaho, which is at 3.8%. The biggest industries in North Idaho are government, construction, retail, tourism, and professional services. The Coeur d'Alene Area Economic Development Corporation analyzes employer data, and I have linked an article that was in the Business Journal for your reading pleasure. For job growth, the leading industry in the area is tourism. The top employers in Kootenai County are Kootenai Health, the Coeur d'Alene School District, Walmart, Hagadon Hospitality, Kootenai County itself, Post Falls School District, North Idaho College, Lakeland School District, the Coeur d'Alene Casino, and Silverwood Theme Park. The article mentions that while wages and earnings have grown, they have not quite kept up with the housing market. The median household income in Kootenai County is currently $65,000. Anecdotally, many of the transplants that I meet either work remotely or they travel for work, or they kept their job and they're just traveling back to it. So another thing, it's very common to live in Coeur d'Alene but work in Spokane, which has a much larger metropolitan area and more job opportunities. We live in one of the more expensive areas when it comes to housing prices. However, here's a list of the most expensive places in the US to buy a home, and we are not on it. Although our median sales price isn't too far behind Newark's. In the past 10 years, the single-family residence median sales price has increased by $385,000. That is a 235% increase, and sales prices continue to rise. The median home sold price was $525,000 in December of 2024. This is quite a bit higher than the national median home sales price, which was $419,000 as of the fourth quarter of 2024. According to the Coeur d'Alene Multiple Listing Service, the median sales price for a townhome is currently $365,000. The average rent in Coeur d'Alene is $1,859 according to Zillow. And looking at rent.com's statistics, they say the average rent for an apartment is between $1,200 and $1,700 in 2025. Just poking around through Zillow looking at rentals, it looks like you can rent a reasonable house for $2,000 or $3,000 per month. Evaluating school districts and finding the best school for your kids is a chore and not one that I can do for you. To give you a jump start, I'm going to give you just an overview of the school districts and just point you in the right direction as you start figuring out where you want your kids to go. First of all, in the Coeur d'Alene area, we have 3 main school districts: Coeur d'Alene School District, Post Falls, and Lakeland Schools. Coeur d'Alene serves Coeur d'Alene and Hayden. Post Falls serves Post Falls, and Lakeland schools cover North Hayden, Rathdrum, and Athol. Outside of public schools, there are lots of private and charter school options. Charter schools are publicly funded, aka free, and the private school tuition rates here are pretty reasonable. And I have done videos on both of those topics, so I am going to put some links right here. Last but not least, homeschooling is very commonplace in North Idaho. There are tons of homeschool co-ops to explore if you are looking for a community while homeschooling. Once you figure out a place to live in Coeur d'Alene, what are you gonna do when you get here? If you have never seen my channel before, I really do encourage you to go back through some of the area spotlight videos where I talk very specifically about community events and things to do across many towns and cities in North Idaho. And I'm gonna link that playlist right here for you. People are very active in North Idaho, and many transplants are drawn to this area because of the active outdoor lifestyle that's available year-round. We have all 4 seasons, and each one offers something amazing when it comes to recreation. With an abundance of lakes, water sports are very popular, whether it is water skiing, wakeboarding, tubing, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, the list goes on and on. Slightly south of us, the Snake River offers incredible whitewater rafting for the more adventurous types. If you love to fish, there are lots of options in this area as well with all of our lakes and rivers. Lake Pend Oreille is a big draw for fishing. And this activity does go year-round. Just a couple of days ago, I was driving past Lake Coquilala and there were just dozens of people out there ice fishing. Winter sports are just as popular as water sports, and we are spoiled with 5 ski resorts within an hour and a half of Coeur d'Alene. If you love skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, Nordic skiing, or any other winter weather sport, you are gonna be a happy camper living in North Idaho. If you have no interest in winter sports and you hate the snow, then you are very likely going to be miserable here. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope this video overview about relocating to North Idaho has given you some food for thought and perhaps leads you to do some more research. If you ever want to talk through what it's like living in North Idaho, the moving process, the home purchase process, etc., don't be shy. I'd love to help you figure this out. My phone number and my email are in the description down below.